Hey everyone, this is Adnan with Kenneth Training Videos. This is part 5 of 70-410 training. The book we are following is this book, Installing Configuring Windows Server 2012. This is in preparation for the exam 70-410. So in previous videos, we start understanding how to prepare this lab. Part 2 of the video, we actually went through creating our infrastructure with these IP addresses, and then this is just explanation. We have 2 servers so far in this environment, and we have one client machine. And then we created the OU structure, we installed the Active Directory domain, we joined our server 2 with Active Directory, and then we also joined client with Active Directory. And part 4 of this training, we installed, configured, and we tested WDS within this environment. It is working properly. In WDS, it's about 30 minutes video. Please go through all these 4 videos before starting video number 5. Now this is video number 5, and it's chapter number 3 from this book. And this is all about server remote management. So in this video, we're going to talk about what is server management, what are some normal server management tasks, how to install, remove roles, and what is PowerShell automation within Server 2012. So let's get started. Now, going back to our environment, we have server 01, server 02, and this is a client machine. I would strongly suggest complete video from video 1 to 4 before starting this video, because you are going to need the same configuration. Now, I would say at this point, so this chapter is all about understanding Server Manager. Now, let's say Server Manager is not available when you log in for the first time. It is always there. This is a Server Manager icon. So I want you to, so while you're watching this video, if you have access to a computer and you are doing lab along with watching, I would say do exactly what I'm doing in this video. So go to Open Server Manager. You can open it right from here, or you can go to the Start menu and you bring your mouse right at this corner. You can go here, and Server Manager is right here as well. So 2 locations. The third location where you can access Server Manager is Administrative Tools. So there should be, okay, it's not here. So 2 locations, so you can open Server Manager right from here, number 1, and number 2 right from the desktop, which is right here, so you can open Server Manager. Now, what is the main function of Server Manager? Server Manager is first time introduced in Server 2012. This is a Server Manager. You should be able to open it. Server Manager gives you a dashboard, local server, all servers, and it shows you all the roles that are currently installed on this server. Let's have a look at a Server Manager on a second server. So this is my second server. This is a Server Manager. As you can see, it does have dashboard, local server, all servers. It has 2 roles, but this is also a domain controller. This is also a domain controller, so I do see ADDS role, DNS role, but I do not see DHCP and WDS role, as we can see here. So there is DHCP and WDS. Now, first of all, from the dashboard, let's look at this. Let's look at here. So first, this is where it shows that which part of Server Manager you are on. For example, if you're in local server, this changes to local server. If you change it to server, this changes to all servers. So here you're in dashboard. Now this is a refresh screen. If you ever need to refresh, it shows you this window. Sometimes we're waiting for some role to be installed and we needed to see some role. We can refresh this window, number 1. Number 2, this is notification flag. So any notification when you add, remove any task or anything, just like when I refreshed, the flag was changed to 1. It is notification and it's saying refresh of server is completed. So meaning it is completed. Now this flag can change colors. So if it is white color, or it is white color or a gray color, it means that it has no notification, everything is fine. If it is yellow color, it wants us to do something. If it is red color, Red color means that something failed. You click on it and you will see. So this is a notification area. In manage, you can from manage you can add remove roles, which is right here as well. Add remove roles. We can add roles or features in Server 2012. Secondly, you can remove roles and features. Now this one is only present in manage. It is not here on the dashboard. So if you need to remove any role, any feature, you must go to manage and come to remove roles and features. Plus manage has another very important thing, and that is add other servers to manage. So if you want to manage this server right from this one location, then you can add that server. You can add 10 and 10, 10, 20, 50, all the servers in your environment, and can manage it from one location here. We're going to come back to this. And then next one is create server groups. So once you have so many servers to be managed from one location, now what does that mean in order to, how do you manage these servers? So adding servers, what does it mean? What is adding server? I was just setting up something for the whiteboard just to explain. That's why I paused. So adding servers means this. Let me show you what adding servers means. So in adding server, let's say you do have servers in this environment. So I'm going to select here. I'm going to make these servers. So at the moment, our current environment is we have one client, we have server 1, and then we have server number 2. Now they are all connected to the same network. We have a network card. Sorry about my diagrams. And this is a server 1. So here it is egreen SRV1, and this one is egreen SRV2, and this one is the client machine. Now, what do I mean by managing one server? So this one server, this one, so far these all servers are server 2012. So I'm going to say these both are server 2012 R2, and this one is Windows 7 for now. We can also install Windows 8 in this environment as well. And on this server, this is our domain controller. This has ADDS roles. This has ADDS role, plus this is also a DNS, plus this is also a DHCP, because we installed DHCP. This is also a WDS. Whereas this one is just ADDS, and it has DNS. Other than this, it is just joined to this. No, this is a separate domain controller. So what do I mean by managing multiple servers? So here is our server manager. So server manager basically is used to manage a server. So all the servers have server manager inside. Now what we can do is from this one server manager, I can add this server. So for example, this server manager is automatically managing one server, which is green SRE1. So this is automatically being managed, but within the same server, I can add the second server as well. And if I have more servers, I can keep on adding all servers and manage from one location. Now, so there are two things. Add servers. I can add servers to server manager. And what I can do now, I can create groups. So what is a group? What I can do is, let's say these two servers are Active Directory server. I can create a group for them saying that this is AD server. And let's say there are two other servers. This is, let's say, egreen 4. These two servers are my, belongs to, let's say, marketing team. So these are marketing servers. Now, the big advantage for making groups is that I can apply one action to a group. So let's say I have a lot of servers here, let's say 200 servers, but I want to kind of check or restart these servers, not all of the servers. So there are two ways. One is go to one server, restart, go to another server, restart, or I can just create a group and restart one of them. So two things. We can add servers in Server Manager. Number two, we can add groups. So let's see that in here. So here I do have add servers. Let's add server to this. But before that, let me show you where the servers is. So basically, when we go to local server properties, this is the local server property, but this is all servers. Here for now, I see only one server, and this server's properties things are being shown here. So if I go down, so this server within Server Manager, what can I see? So if you select this server, I can see all of the events that are happening on this server. So it is showing me events. There are events, and I'm going to come back to events in few minutes. I can see all the services that are running on this one server. So what services are running? Now services are like engine to a car. So what is services? Let's quickly check that out. What is services? So Windows services. Windows services. Let me show you here. So let's say what is Windows services. Now Windows services, these services that we see here, this is services. It is related to this server that I'm logged in. So there are many services. If I go down here, these are many services. Service has these status. Service has service name. Then it has a service short name. Then it has a status. It is running, and the start type automatic. And some services are running that are manual. There are some services that are disabled down there. But what is services? These services act like, so you can understand Windows services just like a car engine. So let's say let's make a car. So this is a car, and in all cars there is something called engine in the car. Now it's going a bit outside. It's a sports car. Okay. So what I mean is that just like the importance of engine in a car, this is the importance of services in a server. So all of the servers. So when the car starts, when somebody's sitting here and starts the car, what happens? The engine starts running. And we call it, oh, engine is running? Oh yes, engine is running. So this is called engine is running. As long as engine is running, car can run. But at any point in time, if engine stops, car will stop. So this is exactly the same example of a server. In a server, when you start, we all know the server is a combination of hardware and software. So server itself is a hardware, and then inside you install an operating system that starts controlling this hardware. So this is your server 2012. This is the operating system. So the operating system is based on all these services inside. So there are hundreds of services that should be running all the time, and especially those services that are set to automatic, they should be running. So services that is startup type is automatic, they should be running. So meaning just like the importance of engine in a car, there is the importance of services in a server. So this is what we need to understand. Always remember that services are very there to a server. Now going back to a server here, it shows me that on this server, there are these services running. Now, the question here is, do we need to remember these services? This is server name and this is running. No, you don't need to remember services. The only thing that you need to remember is if you sort it by type, all of the services that are set to automatic, they should be running. Automatic means as soon as the server restarts or whatever happened to a server, the service will be automatically started. So the service that is set to automatic, they should be running, and service that is set to manual, It depends. It should be running. It might be running or it might not be running, but it's not that important. Now, if it is set to manual, it means that next restart this service won't start. But now you might be thinking that why is it running? Because maybe did I start the service? No, I didn't start the service. What happens is some automatic services automatically start some other services. So that's why they are running. So one important thing to remember: services are very important part of the server, and services act like engine. The one idea, the one thing that we need to understand is any service that is set to automatic should be running. Now, if you select any service here, and here, right here, you can see that I can start, stop, restart service. Let me go to any other service. This one. So here. So here I can stop the service, I can restart the service, I can pause the service. If you stop the service, DHCP will stop running. If you restart the service, it will restart. Sometimes we'll have to restart the service. But when I click here, I cannot do anything here. So I cannot, it's totally grayed out. It means that this is managed by system. We have no access to this. So services are very important part. So going back to our server manager again here, here I do see that these are events that are being generated on the server, and plus second thing here is second thing here, if I go up, this is one server. For this one server you can see the events, then down there you can see the services, and here you see best practices analyzer. Reports will come back to that, and here you would see some performance details of that server. Right at the end, it will show you that which roles are currently installed on this server, which roles and features are currently installed on this server. So here it says on this server there is Active Directory domain services installed. It has a file and storage services, role services installed. It has this role installed and has features installed. So basically, on dashboard, it gives you information about the server. Now let's do this. So I want to check the same thing on my second server. So I'll go to my second server, and I'll go to all servers here. I can select the server, and it shows me exactly the same thing here. Now let's say here. Now let's say here, if I go down, I can see the same thing about this server. But as you can see, if I need to see server 2, I need to jump on this server. So the other way around is, what we can do is, we can add a server right here. So how do you add a server? All you need to do, go to manage, go to add server, and then right here, find that server name. So here I'm going to say the name of the server is egreenserve02. Now if you don't, sometimes this name might not be similar to a server. You need to find the right name. Here in server manager, you can go to local server, and this is a computer name. So you need to search for this computer name here. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to say egreenserve and 02. Fine. And it found it, and then all I need to do is select it and then add. Once you add this server here, now I can see it is being added, it is connected, and it's added now. Now sometimes what happens is, once you add, it won't add itself. Why? Because maybe they are not pinging each other. Now why they are not pinging each other? Maybe the firewalls are on. So for that reason, you must understand that on local server, remember, we discussed that in video, I think video 2 or 3, that we follow best practices of server install guide, that those things should be off. Let me go back here and get a quick review. Whenever you create a machine, when you create a new machine, you need to rename it properly. You need to disable firewall. You need to disable this, and then assign IP address. And then check all VMs connectivity. So this we did before, and that is why it was smoothly added to our all server list. But if it doesn't, then just check basics again. Just check basics again. Try pinging them from here to here. They ping from both of them. Sometimes when you don't ping, now how to ping? All you need to do is, from your server 1, just here, and start typing CMC. Once you type CMD here, and then all you need to type ping and the other server's IP address or name. So here I'm going to type the name C Green SRV02, and it should ping like this. So reply from this, it is the byte, it means that it's pinging. Now, if I ping by IP address, if it is not sometimes pinging by name, you can also try by IP address of that server. So the IP address of this server is 20, and it should be pinged out. There is something called reverse ping. Reverse ping. Reverse ping is that you can resolve IP address to name. So I can do the same command, and right between the IP address I can do A. Now this simply means that I want to translate this IP address to a name. So A means translate. It is called reverse IP, reverse pinging. So now it is looking for the name. If your DNS and everything is working fine, it should be able to. So I gave IP address, but this time it gave me a name. As you can see previously when I pinged here, I pinged without A, it did not give me the name. But when I do A, it is called reverse IP, reverse lookup. And when you need to find a name of based on IP address, you can just say -A. And remember that there are spaces between them. Okay. Now I can see both servers within Server Manager. So this is called remote server management, that I can do everything sitting on one server on this server as well. And now it is showing me the events, services, performance, best practices, everything for the second server, and which roles or services are installed on that. So that is again part of the same chapter, that we should know how to add servers to one console. Now what can you do on this? So for example, on first server, if I right click, I can do a lot of things here. I can do add roles, I can shut down the local server, I can go into computer management, I can reconfigure IP addresses, and I can open all these consoles here. And with time, you will know that what are these consoles for. But on the second server, what can I do? I can do also a lot of things on the second server, since I do have the management. I can manage the server. Now, let's say, for example, if I need to start monitoring this server, in order to monitor this server, I can right click on server 2 and then go to start performance counter. And here, as soon as you do, now it opens another window, and basically it is going on to the server, and it should ask me, what do you want to monitor? So here, I'll just leave that as is, and we're just waiting. So we're just trying to go from here to here. Now, while you run these type of commands on a remote server, basically these commands are being run on the other server. While you're running these commands, make sure that on this server, the firewall is off. So here I can see firewall is on. So I'll go here, and firewall tends to on all the time. So just keep an eye on this. Whenever it is on, just turn it off. So it is off now. And I'm going to go back here, right click on this. And okay. So it's added. It's added here. So it's added here. It is actually, when I clicked that, basically what it did, it enabled this. It's just waiting for the data from that other server. If you go here on the server and go to all servers view, then you can go down, and here it's just saying that it's off, it's not doing it. Will start performance counter. It is waiting for now it is waiting for the local data. What is the performance counter? It will just monitor the CPU usage from this time and so on and so on and going forward, and it will just keep on monitoring different stuff. And you can keep on adding different counters here as well. Available memory, CPU. There are many other counters, and there is a special console for that as well. So guys, Server Manager, main purpose of Server Manager is for the management of not only just one server, it is also used for the management of all other servers as well. Now going back to a dashboard, on dashboard what I can do, I can add remove role, and then I can add other servers to manage, and then I can create a group. group that I explained, that we can create a group. We can create a group, and within the group we can run some similar tasks on the on a group. Now, how to create a group? I can go create a group, and now I'll name that group. Let's say this is my production server, and which server should be part of this group? So server this should be part of this group, and maybe let's say I have 200 servers. I can pick and choose whatever server should be part of this group, and press OK. Now I have created a group. So here I've created a group. If I go onto servers here, I can see that 2 servers are right here. Now within the dashboard, what else can you see? You can basically, down here it shows you on this server these roles are installed and these services are working. Now you must be wondering, where is that production group that we just created? So where is that production group that we created? So basically that production group size comes down here within roles and server groups. So this is the production group that we created. Now it is showing that group. So first of all, within this, the most important thing to see is this is up. It means that manageability is up, connected, so it is fine here. Then it shows you all the events related to this role, related to this role, and services related to this role, performance related to this role, and BPA best practices, analysis data, reports for this role. So it shows you each and every role here. So guys, sometimes when these are red, don't worry about being red. These are red because there are some events that occur maybe in the past, and there are some errors based on these two. Let's see what is the error. Here it says critical. There's Windows kernel power. I mean, these are not. It might be a critical error message, but it's not affecting the server functionality right away. So I can simply ignore it. Sometimes this is self-healing. Windows does self-healing automatically. Maybe once you restart, it will automatically turn back to white. The idea is that as long as this is not disturbing normal functionality. I mean, you can log in, you can go to local server, it's populating everything. You can connect to the server and all that. This redness is not that important. And sometimes it is. For example, WDF, if it completely goes down, if this is red, then it's a problem. If you see events here, it's not a big issue because these events come and go all the time. But if service is down, then it means that it's a problem. Complete role is down. So at any point in time, if this red comes here in front of the service, then it's a problem. We need to fix it. Now, other than this, under manage, you have add remove roles. I can go here, and if you ever need to add roles, I can go. Now, since we added both servers, I can select role on that remote server as well. And then if you do, it will try to connect from here. Now, whatever role you select here, it will be installed on that other server. So let's say I'm installing the fax server. This is just to show you that I can install role. And these are features. If you need some features from here and next. And here it's saying, okay, you're about to install fax server, but print server goes along with this. So it's fine. We'll install print server. As usual, we select this, and it is being installed. But remember, we are not installing this here. So once this wizard is finished, it won't come here, but basically is being done on this. This is called remote server management. I can install role sitting on first server. So once it is installed properly, if it is installed properly, I can refresh from here. We should be able to see fax server, and here you already see a notification that there are some servers being, actually this refresh is for this refresh. So once that wizard is finished and all is installed, we should be able to see the fax server and print server. So we'll let it go. We'll check that out in a few minutes. And here you have tools. So whatever tools are available on this server to manage, these are all of the tools. And these tools are basically added based on the roles you have. For example, I do have Active Directory here. That is why I see Active Directory users in computers, and I do see Active Directory sites and services. Other than this, it has DHCP, because since we do install DHCP, we do have DHCP, we have DHCP Manager. Within DHCP Manager, we can see the scope and scope properties, add scope. So there is another chapter where we're going to go through this. But in tools, always, whenever you need to open any tool, you need to go to tools here. From Server Manager, go to tools. Other than this, I have a view, so I can enlarge this view by 125%. As you can see, the view is being enlarged, and 100% is this. Or you can kind of zoom in or zoom out as well, which is control minus, control plus. You can also hide the welcome tile. So welcome tile is right there, and if you want, you can show the welcome tile, and it comes back. So basically, this one is a welcome tile. This is a welcome tile. You don't need it. Okay, let's remove it. So it's gone. Now, if it is gone, you might say, though, how do I do the things that were on welcome tile? It's all here in Manage, Add, Remove Roles, Add Server, and Create Server Group. This is what was under the welcome tile. We can do all that from here. Let's bring it back. It's just a welcome tile. And then you have Help here. So guys, this is a Server Manager, and in Server Manager, it shows you how to manage a server. Now, if I select all servers, I can see all servers, and we can do remote management from this server to that server. So in this video, I added a server. You should be able to add a server. If you're not able to add a server, it gives you error message. In that case, troubleshoot, and you must be able to add a server. If you're not able to add a server, leave a comment below the video, and I'll try to answer your comment and help you out. And second thing, what we did was created a group. So we created a production group. You should be able to create a production group. Now, this is part 1 of this chapter 5. In the second video, I'm going to show you how to work with PowerShell in the Server 2012. So here, if we see, it is that role is being installed. So since we installed it remotely, it is being pushed from here. If we see, it is still in progress. So I'll complete this video. Actually, we do have here something. So features are being installed, post deployment configuration. Oh, okay. Since we installed it from here, it's saying that we do need to do some post installation. Once the fact server is added, we can. Oh, it added it on this server, did I? Okay. There it is on server 2. Okay, it's in server 2. Since the server 2 is being managed, we can see all of the roles here as well. So let's close this. And let's go to server 2 here. Oh, okay. It is added to server 2 here, and print server, I can see notification here. And since we are managing the server from here, I am able to see that server, and it is being installed on here. So then this is called remote management. Okay. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, leave comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.